Alright everybody, we're back here, taking a little break from the PW80, and we're going to work on this push mower. So this machine was flooded. I was told we had high water over at this lady's house, and it wasn't flooded for long, but it was flooded. So we're just going to drain the oil. I also believe there's no fuel in it, so whether that drained out or she drained it, either way, great. It saved me some time, right? So now there is a plug on the bottom of these, and you can pull the blade off or just move the blade out of the way and then drain them out of the bottom. Easiest way I do these, pull the cap like this, just kind of set that off to the side, and you just take this and boom, lay it right over on the jug. So now it's going to run right into the jug, not a problem. And I figured while that's draining out, we'll open up the air box and see what kind of condition that's in. Don't look bad at all. I don't think we're going to have a problem getting this thing back running. I think it's going to be just fine. I did warn the lady though. I said that if there's significant water damage in the bearings, I don't know how long it will run for, but it will definitely run again. It might run forever. It might not have done any, I mean, the oil doesn't look absolutely horrible. It's not great. But I think it's going to be okay. So yeah, we will let that drain. It does look like there's some water coming out of the exhaust there. So I almost wonder, maybe we'll pull the plug out here. I'm going to pull the plug cap off. This should be, it's pretty small in there, I believe. This should be a 5/8. So let's, we'll set this down. I like to set things in my door. See that? Boom. We will grab a 5/8. I have a super unorganized drawer here. Metric, 5/8. 9/16. I should have an actual plug socket right here anywhere. Okay, well, it's not a plug socket, but it'll work. It's 5/8. 3/8 of that here. Okay, go back out here. I'm sorry I didn't film this one, guys. This is a New Holland / Ford LS25. It was a lot of work though. I had to go through and troubleshoot the ignition system. It would not spark, and it's because one of the safety sensors was bad. So I just bypassed all of them. This customer didn't mind. I greased the spindles. I had to adjust the brakes. They weren't grabbing no more. As you see, I got the steering wheel apart. I had to just kind of clearance up that bushing a little bit, and I got to get a new bolt in the steering wheel. I had to replace a wheel bearing. Quite a few things to do, and I've got so much work showing up that I can't film all the jobs, guys. So we're gonna kind of pick and choose, kind of just do the fun, interesting stuff. So, you know, flooded lawnmower sounds great. So here we go, 5/8. That loosens that up. I grab this. That'll also let us see what kind of, oh yeah, yep, there's some water in there for sure. Let's watch this. There we go. Well, let's hope that the piston rings in this engine. She said this mower, you can tell, it doesn't look bad. It's only a couple years old. We'll just hope that the piston rings kept the water in the cylinder and not down in the crank. I kind of doubt it, though. We can clean that plug up and it'll be fine. It is a Champion, that's good. So I'm going to set this, I'm going to just throw that down the ground. Set this in the door and the air cleaner lid there. Oh, there's some of that water. And I think what we'll do is we'll just pull that over. Maybe I'll set you down. Haha. I'll set you down. And you tell me if you see any water shoot out of there. I'm going to tilt it back a little bit so I can get to the thing. Don't see any water coming out of the plug hole, do you? I definitely see some water coming out of the fill tube for the oil. I'm going to tilt it up a little bit more like this. Get a little bit more of that water out of there. It's looking pretty good though. Okay. So I think what we'll do is, since we know that there was water in there, I'm going to grab a little of the WD water displacement batch number 40, and I'm going to shoot that right up in there, just like that. I could have used some fogging oil. I think I have some somewhere actually. Fogging oil would have worked pretty good for that. Roll oil, gun oil. Now we'll let that shoot out of there. Alright. I think that's going to be okay. I'm going to grab our plug. Blow the water out of it. Okay. And we're going to sneak that back in. And make sure, guys, you don't want to cross thread these. You want it to start threading in nice and easy before you start applying any pressure. And this one just went right in for us. Okay. Tight's tight, too tight's busted. Spark plug cap back on. Okay. Alright, with that being said, we can tip this back over. We got all the oil out of there. You can see that water. Okay, I'm gonna also tip it up like this. Let whatever water's in that exhaust drip out. Oh, it's gonna blow out when we fire this up. Okay. Dang, it is bright out here. Alright. So I will set you down right here. Now, let me go grab the gas can and some 1030. Okay, some fuel, and here we just got some, you know, run-of-the-mill conventional 1030. These engines only usually take about a half quart to a quart. Okay. I'll give that a check. And we are just on the bottom of the stick. Let that settle for a second. Man, it was pouring rain last night and this morning, and now the sun is out and it is just cooking. It'd almost be a good day for a speed run on the RC for the 2025 run of 100. I don't know if I got the time today though. I got to get that Ford New Holland done and maybe take it back to the customer. All right, let's check this again. And there we go. We are right up about there. We'll do it one more time. I'll wipe it off, put it back in, pull it out, and we are at the very least, it looks like, at the bottom of the safe lines. I think we're actually in between, maybe even a little over full. So we'll let that ride and then we'll check it again after if it runs. And then we'll top it up as need be. All right, let's get a little fuel in it. No, this is not kerosene. I just like the unregulated cans. So I keep using it. Nobody ever gives me a hard time about it. Okay, that's probably plenty. It's not full. I'm not going to fill it just in case I have to drain it again. Well, I shouldn't have to drain it. It's completely empty. I'm assuming that she emptied it out. Okay, so we're going to take this in a little bit of a safer spot to try it. I like to take it over here in the grass by the fire pit. I'm working on getting my pond back fixed up too. Second year, every year I've torn a hole in the tarp, which, I mean, you're gonna have that living out in the trees like this. So this year I'm gonna cement it. I just gotta get to it. It's gonna be really cool. All right, so we're here in the open. Let's, I'm gonna set you down right here. Let's see how this goes. Now it might smoke for a second, us tipping it around and having to drain the oil and all that stuff. There might be some oil in the cylinder, especially since we sprayed that WD in there. So if it smokes for a second or two, that's normal. Might not be getting gas into the carb. Let's see here. This bowl, it's a plastic bowl carburetor. Unfortunately, I don't like these. But I could probably pop it and see if the float is not floating. I think I'm just going to try and pull on it a few more times here. Gonna see what we get. It wants to. Okay. I don't have any starting fluid. It's not really good for engines anyways. Okay. Let's, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna walk out of frame. As I put some 2-stroke fuel in an old Sunny D bottle here. I'm gonna tip the rig up and I'm gonna shoot a little bit right in down in the throat. So now that 2-stroke gas has got obviously premix oil in there that's going to help lube it instead of what starting fluid does, and that's dry it out. So now this should kick. Whether it's going to stay running or not, we shall see. Come on, baby. There it goes. Just trying. Just trying. Let's spray it again. A bit of that in there. Okay. Okay. You know, there might be some gunk in the carb. We might have to go into it. I was gonna try not to, but we might have to. I'm gonna try one more time here. As Derek would say, way too much. Perfect. Okay. Yep, we're gonna have to go into the carb. I'm not gonna work my ass off that much more. So I'll get you reset up over here and we'll tear this carb off and go into it. See you in a second. So should be 8mm here. Oops, don't strip it, jeez. Rook. Okay. And then, okay, those ones are 7s. I'll be right back. This is a Briggs, so these are actually American fasteners. Well, Murray, but MTD. It should be like a 7/32 or something. Let me try this one. There we go. Okay. So now, oh, one there I missed. And that one's an 8. Let me go back and get that socket. Last 8 here. When I say 8, it's probably actually a 5/16, not an 8. Okay, there we go. So now, on this guy, I think let's see here. I need to flip it up so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, yeah, so this is just a, here, bring you back down. It's just a slip on. So you just kind of pull it and wiggle. It's gonna come off like this. And then you just gotta get all the mechanisms off of there, / fuel tank. Let me go grab a hose clamp tool real quick. Now this, we'll clamp that off so it don't run all over. That fresh fuel we just put in there doesn't run everywhere. Now I'll go grab a pair of pliers. Okay, now we can get that clamp. Come up under here. Come on. Okay. And then we grab it, twist it, like so, like that. And then pull it off. Just wiggle it off of there. Just like that. Okay, now these. So what we're going to want to do is tilt it up to get this one, that one right there. Just like that, and then this way to get that one. There we go. Make sure we don't lose our O-ring for the engine there. That's the intake O-ring. Now we have our carb off. So now what we can do is let's see if you can see what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. 7 mil. Now that's that spot I was talking about. We could have just probably drained it. Oh yeah, there's water coming out of the carb right now. That's why I wouldn't run, guys. Right there. Okay. So, you know, I kind of should have known better than to think I would just be able to slap fresh gas in it and go. So here we go, you know. Oh, come on. Okay, I need to set these down. I'm gonna set them down right here. Give this a little bit of a tap. Okay. Oh, all right. Let's take these and this, and let's go up to the bench. Oh, I dropped it. Son of a bitch. You didn't hear that. The son of a bitch part. My bench is a disaster right now, too. I'm in the middle of 20 different things. Okay. There's those screws, the tool, carb, and the spring that fell off of the carb that goes to, yeah, how it goes here, like that. Okay. So now that we're up on the bench and we're not fighting hanging over the ground, we can get a tool in here, pop that free. Okay, and there's all that water. That's all water. Let me go pour this out. Okay, so we will pull the float pin out here. Maybe. I might need some plies. I'll be right back. Round day, not an organization day. Getting multiple things done in one day. Okay, so we're just gonna wiggle that pin out of there. Nice and gentle, like maybe. It don't even want to come out all the way. Let's see if it'll let us lift the float out. It does not. I think I have to come up like this and not break the carb. There we go. Okay, it's gonna be gentle. So now our float will come out with our, oh no, plastic needle stayed in there. Look at this. See how chintzy they're making things nowadays, guys? Ugh, come on. Come on, MTD. Okay, I mean with that, that's all the jets are built into this. You can't service these. So all I'm gonna do is get the air and blow it all out. The main thing we need to do is just get the water out of there. It was just trying to pump water into the engine when we were pulling on it. Why I didn't want to run. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. Now we can just go back together. We're all cleaned up. No more water. So this goes in here like that. And then slides in like that. Okay. I'm going to try and sneak this in from this side this time. Oh, it works great. Okay. That's the way I should have done it the first time, huh? Oh, I see. It just pops in. Watch this. It's a clipper. Ready? Bang. Popped. Okay. Now the float is doing float things. Okay. Now we can throw this back on, and that little bit of moisture will be okay. This O-ring looks good, so we're good there. I'm going to try not to get any of this dirt in there. This does have an orientation, so it looks like this little divot is going to be where this sits. So it's going to go like this. No, it's not. Looks like it goes like this. Okay, yep, so like this. So these tabs line up, but that area still lines up with that. So just like that. So we get those lined up. Okay, and then down. Just like that. There we go. Now we throw our bolts back in. And run them in. Okay. Now we gotta grab our spring and our tool and this tool and go back out to our machine. Sitting out here waiting for us nice and patiently. Okay. Alright. So now this is the exact opposite to reverse. To reverse install. So I gotta kneel down to do this. This spring is gonna go through here and then hook on this tab in the back. So let me do that. Just like that, okay. All right. So now I gotta hold that, and then I'm gonna start this one. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try to let go of that. There we go. Now I'm gonna do this one, just like that, and then I'm gonna bring this one up. It's not easy, but okay. And then that goes in this slot. Once I grab it, I can set that down. Okay, just like this. And then you bend it up and slip it in, just like that. Now we need to grab that spring. Okay. And then hook it right here, just like that. Oh, crap. Just like that. There we go. All right. Now what I'm going to do is, before I hook that up, I'm going to disconnect this and see what that looks like coming out of there. Okay, just gas. Okay, so I'm gonna sneak that on now. Bring this out. Sneak the fuel line back on, just like that. Okay. Now we can take that off from there. We're gonna grab our clamp before we get that too far in there. Squeeze it in, put it back. Now we can push this back in on that O-ring. I'm not quite sure if I put that spring on the right spot now, actually. I think so, but I don't think so. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's supposed to be I did that wrong. See? I forget how things go sometimes. Pull that back out of there. I'm thinking maybe it's supposed to be... Let's pull this back out. Oh yeah, okay, I see it. So I've got a hook here, and then I think here. I think. Does that make any sense? Oh no, I see it. Okay guys, I see it now. Ha ha ha, okay, got it? Are you paying attention? So there's a hook here and a hook there. So this is gonna go under here. And loop onto there. And then, crap, this is not easy. I should have done it while the car was out. Okay, so loop down to there, and then loop down to here. There we go. Now that's set up proper. Okay, now we can go back in. Onto the O-ring. There we go. Push it on, and that's it. The airbox cover is what's going to hold it onto the engine. Yep, that's the choke. Yep. Okay, let me grab the other stuff real quick. Okay. So here we are with this. This is going to slip into that breather hole. Okay, and then the black screws go on the outside. Okay. And then the silver smaller ones went on the inside, actually into the car body. And we will do those first because I have that socket on right now. Nope, wrong way. Okay. Change our socket over to the 8. And there we have it. I think it's safe to say it should run pretty good now. So this will dry out. I'm going to go ahead and take the spot that was wet, and I'm going to slip it up towards the top, like that, and then sneak it in, and that should be fine. Okay, let's, you're probably getting hot in the sun. Let's go out and start this thing up. Alright, let's see here. See what you can see. Alright, let's see how she goes. Okay, so now we'll refire right up. Flooded or no flooded? Flooded or no flooded? You can fix things, guys. You can fix things. So there we have it. Oh yeah, look at all that crap that shot out of the exhaust. Haha. Alright, I'll give this thing a little bit of bath before we send it back, and I need to double check the oil, and it's ready to go. Flooded mower fixed on the cheap, and ready to mow again.